everybody. Did you know that you can still make really good money in trucking? Did you know that the median income for a truck driver is only $42,000 a year? $42,000 a year. Did you know that we're underpaid? Did you know that? Because we are. But you can still make money in trucking. You can make big money in trucking if you're willing to do things that others won't do. If you're willing to pick up late at night, if you're willing to deliver early in the morning, if you're willing to haul things that others won't, you can maximize your income as a driver. A few ways to do that are to have as many endorsements as possible and always be open to quote-unquote making yourself uncomfortable in order to make the big bucks. Waking up extra early or staying up extra late to pick up freight or to deliver freight can make you way more money than if you only deliver or pick up between 9 and 5. Example, I just booked a load coming out of Indianapolis going to Shelbyville, Tennessee. $4.66 a mile. I mean, that's good money. But I've got to pick that load up at midnight. So grab a nap during the day, pick up at midnight, but make the good money. That same load, if it picked up at, say, 10 o'clock in the afternoon and delivered at 9 o'clock the next morning, probably wouldn't pay as much. But you get paid for the inconvenience, you understand? You understand? So do things that other drivers do not want to do. Run in the cold, run in the snow, run in the rain, run at night, stay up late, wake up early. Do all of those things and you will be rewarded for the inconvenience. Keep that in mind. And get your endorsements. You reefer guys, get your tanker endorsement. You don't need to have hazmat to run tanker loads in a reefer. And you can make really good money in the colder temperatures because there are a lot of loads that go in those big totes that pay really, really great money. Really, really great money. I mean, if you're willing to do things and go places that others won't, you will make the big bucks. Just like Newhouse is saying right here in the comments, the Northeast Bandit. There are a lot of people that won't go into New York City, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Maine, all of those different places. One, because the freight generally sucks coming out, but you can make a killing going in. So if you figure out a way to balance the two and come out with a really good average, each week you can have a great paycheck. There are people that don't want to go into New York City, like me. I do not. Never been. Doesn't look fun to me. So there are guys that are running those loads making a killing. That's right, Matthew B. He says in the tolls, for guys like me that book their own freight, or that have the ability to book their own freight. For instance, say a load pays $1,000, okay? But you incur $250 in tolls to run that 1,000-mile load. Well, if you took it at $1,000, your profit is only going to be, well, not your profit, but your gross really, is only going to be $750. So all of your other expenses come out of that. Truck payment, fuel, etc., etc. But if you want to maximize it, negotiate with the broker. The power of negotiation is huge when it comes to owning a truck, leasing a truck, booking your own freight. Negotiate that $250 in tolls that you know you will incur into the rate. So instead of taking it for $1,000, take it for $1,250. You understand? If the broker won't budge, then leave that load alone. Don't sacrifice profit for comfortability. You understand? Don't sacrifice profit just because the load is peachy. Don't lose money. Don't lose money. Negotiate that stuff. That's right, trucking exec. Times are different. Let the load sit. I did a video a while back, guys. I did a video a while back that I deadheaded 700 miles to pick up a load. Okay? Deadheaded 700 miles to pick up a load that went all the way across the country. Got me where I wanted to go. Okay? It was a light load, a dry van load, so I didn't even have to have my reefer on, if I remember. And when it all came out at the end, including my deadhead, including a 700-mile deadhead, I still made over $2.30 a mile on that load. You have to understand that there are cases when deadhead is very acceptable and encouraged. You have to understand that. You will hear a lot of guys tell you, oh, don't deadhead, don't deadhead, don't deadhead. Bullshit. I throw up the flag every time because I will deadhead a lot of miles to get a load that pays really well when I include my deadhead. Always factor that in when you're negotiating or bidding on a load or whatever it is. Include that. You have to know your numbers as far as the cost to run your truck. But when you go to booking a load and you're trying to figure out the cents per mile that you'll make on the end of it, you need to remember that deadhead. It's very important, but include it. Include it in the rate. Make sure you remember that and you know that. It's important. See, you figure I deadheaded 700 miles, made over $2.30 a mile. For me, that's great. It's really good. 700 miles of that I ran empty with the reefer off. Trucking exec is in here. He's right. Numbers are kind of important. I wouldn't say kind of, I'd say very. But if you go back and you look at the comments on that video, it's I think the video is titled Biggest Deadhead Ever. And that was my biggest deadhead ever for a load. As a company driver, I've deadheaded way further. But as an owner operator, as a lease operator, deadhead is really important. But that deadhead paid. You understand? Napoleon wants to know if I get paid for deadhead. Napoleon, deadhead is, I figure that into, even if it's only 30 miles, you have to account for it when you are bidding on or negotiating the rate for a load. You understand? You have to figure that in when you're doing your numbers. So you have to know that if I call and I book this load, it's 700 miles loaded, it's 60 miles deadhead. So that's total 760 miles. So now whatever the load is paying, you figure that in so that you get an accurate cents per mile. And then also remember that if you're leased onto a company and they're taking a cut, that you have to deduct their percentage from that as well when you're figuring that out, so you know what your truck is truly bringing in. Numbers are very, very important. Some would say at this point, the way rates are, that deadheading versus waiting for a load in the area where you're at would be more beneficial. Because if you can deadhead to an area where there's less trucks and more freight, man, you can make a killing. You can make a killing. Exactly, trucking exec. He says you also have to account for the rate coming out of the area where you drop. In order to make really good money in trucking, guys, you have to be educated. You have to be educated. And by that, you might be in a great area for freight and you might get a really good rate coming out. But where is that load taking you? So you need to know the rates in the area where you're coming out of, so that when you call for that load where you are now, you make sure that you're not screwing yourself on the other end. You could get $2, $3, $4 a mile coming out of one location, but it might drop you in an area where loads are $1.50 a mile, $1.60 a mile. So you have to be educated. Always plan ahead, look ahead. But guys, just be willing to do things that others won't do. Okay? Be willing to do things others won't do. And I doubt he'll see this video, but the first time I ever talked to Casanova 601, that was one of the things that he said to me. He was very successful at owning trucks, trailers. He had numerous. Okay? But he told me, he's like, dude, if you want to make money, you want to make real money doing this stuff, he's like, be willing to do things that others won't do. And he's 100% right. You don't know how many times I have picked up a load really late at night or delivered really early in the morning, and that broker might have listed that load for $1,000 or $2,000. But when you tell them, hey, this load picks up at this time, you want us to be there? Hey, pay up, sucker. You know what I'm saying? So instead of $1,000, I might have got $1,400. Or instead of $2,000, I might have got $25. There you go, Carolina. Carolina says, Oprah says you get a failure. Oh, okay. You want me to do it like Oprah? I'll do it like Oprah. If you don't know your numbers, the only thing Oprah's giving you is a failure. You get a failure, you get a failure, you get a failure, you get a failure. Everybody gets a failure! Woo! Is that what you wanted? I think that's what you're going for. What's up, Will? Stuck sitting in Laverne, Tennessee, trucking to dealership in a hotel till Thursday. That sucks, our city. That sucks. What's up from Russia? Awesome. There's my sister. Sean Honda. What's up? Sean Honda? Sean Honda. What's up? Yeah, sorry. Caroline just wants someone to do the Oprah bit. Yep, for sure. Newhouse in here. Catherine Rice says, hashtag work like a dog. There you go. Myra says, damn straight. Dan, meat load. Sometimes we'll pay you to deadhead the miles. There you go. Yeah, I don't think Newhouse ever leaves the Northeast. He loves it up there. He's making that money up there, man. Yeah, if you put value on your time, you're right, JT. JT says if you put value on your time, sitting is very costly. Always make sure, guys, always make sure that you are truly including everything when you do your numbers. Don't forget anything. Mikhail VK, what's up, man? I think this is like the first time I ever seen you up in here, up in the comments. But you do have to hustle. 110% you gotta hustle. What kind of truck do I have? I have a Volvo. Guy from Russia whose name I can't read. Battleborn in Northern Nevada. Where you at, man? You near my town. Ghost, what's up, man? Ghost Trucker. David's 170 miles from his delivery in Ogden. Thanks for narration. Your name? Oh man, you guys are gonna make. I'm a butcher the name. Daniel? I don't know if I'm saying that right. I hope so. Daniel? Yeah, I got a Volvo 780. You guys can see. For those of you that don't know, my birthday was fine. I worked, so no big deal. But today is my grandfather's birthday, which is awesome. I got to talk to him just before I spoke to you guys. His birthday is the day after mine, which is cool. You can make good money on ELD as well. It's time management. Cobra, you are 100% right. A lot of people told me that I wasn't going to make the money that I was making off ELD as what I would make on ELD. They said that I was making more off the ELD versus on the ELD. And that is totally false. You guys that are owner-operators or lease operators that are currently on paper logs or have the ability to edit your logs in any manner you wish, just because you're getting put on ELDs doesn't mean you won't make money. It just means you have to be smarter, pick your loads better. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Pick freight that is still going to be able to benefit you. You're driving a Scania S730, but now you're refueling minus 40 degrees Celsius. I don't know how. I don't know what the temperature. I don't know what temperature that is. That yeah, I don't know that in Fahrenheit, but that I know that 0 degrees Celsius is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's really cold. You're cold. Wherever you're at, it's cold. Mikhail says, watch your videos a lot. Keep it up. Haven't commented a lot, though. If you guys aren't checking out Mikhail, please do. Please do. Mikhail VK, right there. Go check him out. Check it out. Check it out. How much weight have you gained since you got your CDL? None. None. I'm not a fat ass. Okay? Not a fat ass. And no, I do not work out. I do not eat healthy. I eat like shit, and I don't work out. I haven't worked out in probably 3 years or more. My wife works out all the fucking time. I do not. And she bitches at me all the time because I eat like shit. Thank you, Myra. That's right. Just because you Newhouse, you are 100% right. Just because you call on a load doesn't mean you have to pull it. You can say no. If they don't give you what you want or what you need, do not haul the load. You're in, I couldn't even say that, Russia. Mochagorsk? Mikhail, you're welcome. Hopefully everybody listens and they go subscribe to you. You guys are in here, go check out Mikhail VK. And for those of you that are watching the recorded version, channel is MIKHAIL space VK. Get on it. I chain smoke. Is that my secret for keeping weight off? No, man. Even when I quit smoking for a while, I didn't gain weight. It's hard to say. It's hard to say if I'm not from Russia. Yeah, I believe it. Trust me. But you go muscles? No. There's another guy, by the way, most of his videos I can't understand, but I love the editing, is the Turk Trucker. Okay? Turk Trucker. I've watched it for a little while, but the editing is really good. So check him out. Turk Trucker. T-U-R-K Trucker. know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then this is an H. Okay. So for those of you guys that are watching recorded vision, I know this is backwards. I can't write backwards, so it's going to be backwards for you guys. But Turk, Trucker, and Mikhail, VK. Still don't have a green light yet. Yeah, Zello is awesome. I have fun with Zello. I really enjoy getting to talk to everybody. It's awesome. Saldo Brazil, manda salve. Saldo Brazil, manda salve. I don't know. I'm assuming. I don't speak Portuguese, man. If you could put that in Spanish, I might be a little better. Verbally runs 9 miles a day. Yes, I do talk a lot, JT. I do. Corey wants to know where I'm at. He's asking for a friend whose name is Todd. Randy, you are very late. You are very late. I don't know if you're on the notification squad or not, but if you're not, you should be. If you're not on the notification squad, you should be. That means you're subscribed and you've rang the bell to know when I go live. I'll be doing a few other videos today. Some will be, one will be end up on the Traveloco YouTube channel, which you guys should check out and subscribe to. And one will eventually end up on here, and I might do a drone flight later live. So be on the lookout for that. Oklahoma boy, what's up? Thoughts on Coach still regurgitating content from SoCal? I will mention that because there's been a few people that have called the coach a copycat on certain things. Whether he's copying or not, I believe that there is value in somebody solidifying someone else's message. I think SoCal puts out a lot of really great information, and if other people are reiterating that information, I think that is good. I do believe that if you are going to use someone else's information that they put out, i.e. another YouTuber, that you should give them credit for either coming up with the idea or putting the information together that you're putting out, one of the two. As far as like the call-in thing, people have been doing the call-in thing for a very long time. I know SoCal did it a while back. And there are people before SoCal that either did it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not just in trucking, I'm talking in general. So the call-in thing that's been around for a while, but definitely give credit where credit is due. But I think when it's a valuable message, that people should reiterate it and get it out there. Justin tried to watch me on Instagram, link for that in the description, but it kept buffering. I was probably in a crappy area. Any updates on the Bully Dog stuff? No. No. Oh my God, we got a green light. Now I just gotta wait for them to bring out the paperwork. Let's see. You know, you're late. You and Greg were playing classic music. Well, that is awesome. Gary was late, but he was trying to make big money. Listen, you gotta make money. That's what the beginning of this video is about. If you guys missed the beginning of the video, basically what I was talking about in the beginning was being open to doing things that others are not doing as far as drivers in order to make big money. For example, picking up really late, delivering early, making sure that you're getting paid for that time. Make sure when you're negotiating a rate, if it says $1,000, don't take it on $1,000. Ask for $1,500. Ask for $2,000. You know what I'm saying? Don't run the cheap freight, guys. Don't run the cheap freight. Don't let these brokers get away with it. There's so much freight right now and so little trucks. You don't have to run cheap freight. You don't have to just break even. You don't have to just make 30 cents a mile profit. You can make more than that. Okay? You can make more than that. Way more than that. Take advantage of the fact that rates are up. Be open to big deadheads. Be open to picking up late, delivering early, hauling loads that you need endorsements for as far as tanker or maybe hazmat. I'm not interested in hazmat, but I do have my tanker endorsement. I pull tanker loads, you know, the big totes. You can make a killing on reefer with those. Get your tanker endorsements. Uh-oh. Oh, no! Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, we have an issue. Houston, we have a problem. Good thing the pilot's right across the street. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you share this video. Hit the thumbs up button before you leave. Come over to Zello and let's talk about it. Link in the description. Download the Zello app. Come chat with us. I will be in Shelbyville, Indiana for a while, and then I'm picking up in Indy later tonight at midnight to head down to Shelbyville, Tennessee. So everybody be safe. Keep the shiny side up. The seat covers are doing great. I've had a lot of people asking me about these seat covers recently. The company that you want to look up is, whoop, hold on, let me see if I can pull this backwards so you can see it. Comfo Seat. Okay, Comfo Seat. You can follow them on Instagram or check out their website. These are these seat covers that you order from them are only made to fit your seat, your type of seat for your truck. So the Volvo seat covers would not fit in a Cascadia. Copy? Copy. All right, guys, everybody be safe. I'll talk to you later. Keep the shiny side up. See you on Zello. Deuces!